1,000 Words podcast. Join us as we discuss the antics of pro athletes, sports politics, and everything in between. No sport nor athlete is off limits. Now, get you a pitcher of wine and enjoy the show. Here are your hosts, Lene and Linnell Fletcher, aka the Fletcher Twins. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words podcast. It's your girl Nelly Nell.
And it's your girl Nay. What it do, boo?
That's right. And first, I'm drinking on some, this is the same wine I be having, but a different brand. So it's Cabernet Sauvignon. And I'm repping New York City. I have on this nice green hoodie, and I'm going to tell y'all why when we talk about the highlight of the week, because New York Jets did a thing, okay? We did a thing. What you sipping on? What you sipping on?
I got Moscato, and I think I poured too much. You know why you're not supposed to pour that much? You're supposed to pour like a sample.
And you used to yell at me, but you used to fill your glasses up, and I was like, that's not how it goes. Anyway, so let's just get into it. Let's talk about the weekend. I was in Florida, and you know how you make plans, and then the plans don't go out the way you know. So God laughed at my plans for Super Bowl Sunday, okay? Because he had other plans. And so basically, without even getting all into it, because I was very upset, because I was so hyped about Mahomes versus Jalen Hurts, and both of them good teams, and I knew it was going to be a great game. But the second half was kind of hazy to me. Like starting with the second half of the third quarter and on, I was in and out, but I was never asleep. I just didn't know what was going on. But the Chiefs did win, and Mahomes did win Super Bowl MVP. So shout out to Patrick Mahomes, his second Super Bowl MVP. And also Riri announced she was pregnant during her halftime performance. And at first I couldn't see it. So remember, me and Ashley ran into the family room because that TV was like clearer. And then we all looking at it in silence, but then nobody said nothing because they act like it was normal. And then I yelled out, "Is she pregnant?" And this was literally maybe 5 minutes into the thing. And I was like, because I kept looking at her stomach because I thought she had on like a big costume and she was just going to rip it off, right? So that's why I thought it was puffy. But after a while, I'm like, no, that's not a costume. That's her outfit. And I just yelled out, "Is she pregnant?" But anyway, so fellas,
yeah, that was
I was out.
a lot of she was out for the count, guys. She was in a sunken place. I couldn't believe it.
And I didn't even eat.
It was so bad,
guys.
She was asleep. She was asleep in the middle of the Super Bowl.
And y'all was
kept trying to tell you to sit up,
yelling at me, taking pictures, taking videos instead of PSA people. When y'all get drunk, don't be around my family because they gonna humiliate you. They instead of going to get me water or fixing me a plate of food that will help my coat the stomach, they taking pictures, yelling at me to get up. I couldn't move. But at least I didn't throw up. All I literally needed was sleep. Like when I woke up from my flight, I was good. I was like, can we rewind? Because I wanted to see that game. And I saw the highlights of the second half. I'm like, dang, I missed a good game.
It was. But yeah, no, so I have a question because she's with child, she didn't give us that normal Riri performance. So would you have still performed if you could?
If I was Riri, no.
If that's what I'm saying, because I'm like, the Super Bowl is like, that's your, if you top the Super Bowl, that's like the top of the top for performance wise.
Correct.
And she wasn't giving her dance because she gave everything they
had to overcompensate, and they did a very good job. But yeah, that's why I was saying, okay, it was a good performance. I'm not even gonna say it was a bad performance. It was a good performance, but I would have just preferred her wait till like next year or till when she's not pregnant no more.
Me too, because
she got that dirty wine that she be doing. I'm like, I want to see the wine.
And I had looked at one of her old performances, and I was like, this is what we wanted.
Yeah.
Like, you could have saved that. I would have waited a year for that.
Me too.
Like, I waited a year for the Millennium Tour.
Not the Millennium Tour, the second one that kept getting postponed because of the
Yeah, because
COVID.
of COVID. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish she would have waited, but hey, that's what we got. It's no more. She not gonna headline no more. That was you don't have to. She might come out as a guest maybe 1 year, but
Yeah.
she's never going to get the headline again. So
And the
that's
thing is,
all we
why
got.
didn't she bring out somebody else?
The only person she
I mean,
could have brought out would have been Jay-Z. She not bringing out Chris Brown. She got a man. She not bringing out Drake because she got a man. So who else do she collab with? She not bringing out Kanye because he's anti-Semitic. Who else
oh
she
my
gonna bring out
God.
but Jay-Z? And he was the one who put on the whole show. So he was busy. So it was nobody she could bring out, honestly. But when she put on that Fenty makeup, I said, okay, dab that sweat away. Cause I knew it was Fenty. I'm still using her body butter, which is amazing. But yeah, so that's how our weekend went. And I went to one of Braylon's soccer game. So I was excited about that. That was my first soccer game. I can't wait to go to a track meet now. But yeah, so I had a
Oh
good
yeah,
weekend.
I was gonna text you. So today they were testing the speed, like I said, but I left before they did the 100 and 200.
Okay.
But they all ended up only doing the 200 after I left, and he won that one.
I told you he's really fast. Like that's gonna be his sport. Like that's his sport.
He just hate how his issue is he hate how tired he be and out of breath he be after the race. So after every race he quits.
He
Like
had
literally. He
he
said,
just
I'm
had
done.
to
I'm not doing no more.
no, he just need a coach and have to work on his breathing. While he's running,
That's
he
why I've
have to
been
breathe.
can you tell him that? Because I've told him that and he flat said that don't work.
It works. He
And I
just have to
said,
work
in your
on it.
nose, out your mouth.
Yeah. But no, I think track is his sport. I think dancing and maybe makeup is Brooklyn, and I think modeling is going to be Janae's. I hope I move down there so me and her can start looking for modeling things because she's very tall and thin, and that would be great. Anyway, so upcoming weekend plans is we doing a little Galentine's night on Friday night with my girls. Ashley actually sent me this page on Instagram, the NYC bucket list. So it had all these things that I can do before I leave. And so one of the events is not an event, it's like a waterfront pier where everything is pink, like for Valentine's Day. So all of us gonna be wearing pink and we gonna take pictures and go to like this restaurant. It's on the water. So that's what we do on Friday night. So I'm excited for that. And then Saturday, I'm getting my hair done. So I will be wearing my natural hair. I don't think anybody on the YouTube page have seen my natural hair yet. So I will be wearing my natural hair for 2 weeks. And then Saturday night and then Sunday, All-Star events. I'm very excited. They announced the players and all of the events. You know, our boy Dame Dollar is in that 3-point shootout. So that's who we going for.
Okay. Remind me because I will forget. Saturday night. Okay, please.
Yeah. Okay. And I just wanted to say Candace Parker will be the first woman to be an in-game color commentator for the All-Star game. So kudos to Candace Parker. You got any plans? Are y'all celebrating Valentine's Day this weekend?
Oh yeah, Saturday we got reservations at Capitol Grill.
Oh yeah.
And then Sunday the kids got invited to a party, some Spencer party.
Spencer.
Somebody in Brandon.
Oh, that's somebody's name because I'm like, what is Spencer? Isn't that a store? I'm like, is that a gothic party? But anyway, so let's get into some weekly sports updates, and we have a lot. So it was a lot of trades in the NBA. So Kyrie Irving demanded a trade from the Nets, and then 2 seconds later, he ended up going to the Mavericks. Russell Westbrook got traded to the Jazz. Kevin Durant got traded to the Phoenix Suns. Jason Tatum made history as the youngest player to hit 1,000 3-pointers. AJ Green, which is an NFL wide receiver, retires after 12 years in the league. He said, I've stayed true to the game and it owes me nothing.
That's a good career.
Yes.
That's a good career.
It is. The NFC beat the AFC 35-33 in the Pro Bowl. Cornerback Darrelle Reeves, who was a Jet. Cornerback Rondé Barber and linebacker DeMarcus Ware are among the 9 selected to the 2023 Pro Football Hall of Fame. The Colts named Shane Shaskin as their next head coach, which he was the Philadelphia offensive coordinator. So he knew this before they went in to the Super Bowl. He had another job. Okay. And Brett Favre is suing his biggest critics, Shannon Sharp and Pat McAfee, for criticizing him and I guess defamation on TV or whatever. And then Pat McAfee said, I'll see you in court because I'm not backing down. Okay. So Brett Favre, you need to stop. So let's get into our first story. And both of these stories are very disturbing. Okay, it's like a he said, she said situation, right? So Josh Sills, who is a member of the Philadelphia Eagles, he was indicted on rape and kidnapping charges before the Super Bowl. So he's 25 years old now. The incident occurred December 5th, 2019. He's a guard for the Eagles. So the victim was 21 years old then. He said Sills dropped her and her cousin off at a relative's home around 2 a.m. But when she attempted to exit the vehicle, he allegedly grabbed her by her arm and pulled her back into the truck. And when I first read that first part, my first thing was where your cousin was at. You said he dropped both of y'all off. Where's the cousin? And then I kept reading. She said her cousins did not think anything of it and then shut the door and walked into the house. And I said, what you mean she didn't think nothing of it? That must have been a distant cousin. That wasn't no first cousin. That could have been the first cousin.
My cousin, second cousin removed.
He's somebody, a cousin-in-law, something. Cause my cousin about to see somebody grab me and not do nothing about it.
What so I'm thinking, because it was a truck, I'm thinking she didn't see the grab. She probably just think her cousin closed the door and they was gonna probably make out, and she like, I see her in the house when she done. It's probably something that happened before that's normal, but I don't think hopefully she didn't actually see the physical grab.
I hope she did, because if she did, she need to go to jail too, because that's an accomplice. Go ahead.
Oh my God. But also, I don't know. Did she? I don't know.
It's crazy.
That is crazy. I'm like, did you not scream out for help for your cousin?
Like, what's going on? Okay, I'm gonna continue the story. So he grabbed her by the ponytail and tried to kiss her. And when another friend in a separate vehicle pulled up, he allegedly grabbed her by the neck and threw her down and sat on her and got on top of her so nobody could see her inside the truck. So it says Sills did force her to perform a sex act for approximately 20 minutes, which was oral, and the victim made repeat attempts to stop him.
20 minutes? That's a bit much. That's excessive.
It is.
Now, do you know how long 20 minutes is? You'll get lockjaw by then.
No. I mean, yes, I know how long 20 minutes is, but no, you won't. No, you won't. I'm a testament to it. So then she said she was doing this, and he said he said she was gonna do this and she was not leaving until she did. So that's why she had to do it. And then it said Sills then agreed to release the victim after he repeatedly asked her if she would talk to him again. And then, okay, so Sills and the victim went to high school together and have known each other for 6, 7, or 8 years. Sills was placed on the commissioner's exempt list, meaning he couldn't practice, play, or travel with the team to the Super Bowl. So he wasn't in the Super Bowl. His attorney says the allegations are false. This crime, my question was, this crime was reported immediately, and it said they swiftly began conducting an investigation. But how an investigation gonna take 5 years when this happened in 2019? Like, why we just not hearing about this? And why ain't none of the sports channels covering it? Because I only see one little blurb about it on the internet. Ain't see Skip talk about it. Ain't see Shannon, Stephen A. What's going on? We need to talk about this. Especially since this team was going to the Super Bowl. This should have been
known. Sills white.
Of course Sills is. I mean, yes, Sills is white.
Cause I was gonna say this sound, yeah, ain't no, but
especially since his team was in the Super Bowl, but everybody should have heard about this.
That's terrible. I'm still stuck on the 20 minutes. I can't do that for 20 minutes.
Nay, what?
I'm still stuck on that.
Your heart ain't in it. Your heart don't be in it. My heart be in it.
Especially if it's somebody you don't even like or want to do it
Now
to.
that, yes, I agree
That can
with you
seem
on
like
that.
forever. See, she should have did what Gina did on that movie.
That it wasn't
Keisha
Gina,
Campbell.
but I know it wasn't Gina. It was
It was her.
it
wasn't.
I don't think so. It was the movie Sugar Hill, right? It was Sugar Hill. She wasn't. That wasn't Gina, but I know who you're talking about. But she probably was very scared. I'm so happy I never been in that predicament. But yeah, because technically, if you bite or kick that area, they immediately fall out, right? But then she would have had to climb up out of the truck. What if he would have grabbed her back? It's terrible. But like they said, in a situation like when we be getting trained for bank robberies, just do what they tell you to do so it can be over with. So she probably
I can't.
I'm just mad that this investigation took 5 years. Cause what
But
and it came out
but
now.
if it was then it would have been he would have been the worst person in the world. He need to be banned from football.
But also
he would have been fired without even the verdict.
Yeah, it gets into prove innocent. Also, I guess okay, because when it's like a rape, like an intercourse rape, they have the rape kits and they can test all that. So when it's an oral rape, do they have a rape kit for that? Because maybe that's why it's taking so long. I don't know. Maybe they interview her cousin and her cousin say, "Oh, they mess around. She lying. She be lying on her. Like something going on for this to take 20, 21, 22, 4 years. Something's going on."
That's what I'm saying. That's why the cousin ain't think nothing of it. She just probably saw the door closed and was like, oh, okay, they doing their thing. I'm gonna wait in the house for her.
Not in no car. Let me PSA now. I won't be doing nothing in the car. So if a car slam after you, y'all come get me. Okay? I'm not doing nothing in no car. I'm too big.
Oh my God.
But yeah, it's something with the cousin. They need to interview the cousin. And I don't know why it's taking this long and it just got out. I guess it was trying to embarrass him before he made the Super Bowl, but ain't nobody talking about it. So he ain't embarrassed. Ain't nobody talking about it. I wonder if he knew. I got to read more about this because I wonder if he knew about it when she first reported it in 2019. Because if he just not hearing about it 4 years later, that's crazy, right? Like if you're accused of a crime, don't you think you should hear about it immediately? Because his lawyer acting.
Reported me. Oh wait, you said she did
reported
report
it immediately. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because his lawyer's talking about the allegations are false as if they just not heard about it. This is crazy, but yeah, they need to come up with
lawyer's job to say that.
They need to come up with a rape kit for oral.
They can swab the inside of their mouth to check will his DNA be there.
His DNA part would be there, but they could say it was consensual. But like if it's like bruises or something, because I'm guessing with the vagina it'd be bruises and maybe rough stuff, so they can tell somebody.
Swollen.
Yeah, so they probably can tell rape that way. But how can you tell it with oral? That's a very good question. Scientists, get on that, please. Get on that. All right. My next story is it's a bittersweet. And you sent me the story. So former Ohio State football players Amir Reep and Jason.
Is this from Splash Account?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
So former Ohio State football players Amir Reep and Jason Went, who were kicked off the team in 2020 after they were charged with rape, were recently found not guilty. But they will be in the NFL right now if that didn't happen, if they wasn't accused of these crimes. So it's like bittersweet. Somebody said they ruined the lives of 2 people and now they're like, sorry, good luck. Like, my bad. The girl was a 19-year-old woman in her freshman year. accused them, and I think they were seniors. The defense attorneys argued that the woman had consensual sex with both of them, but regretted it afterwards. And the accused woman's father was pushing her and authorities to pursue criminal charges. And went said
it's the same thing, the same motel from years and years ago. They do it and then they regret it, or they feel bad because the boy don't want to actually be in a relationship with them. They go home sad in the press and then tell their parents, and then their parents force them to press charges. This is unbelievable.
Yeah, so what I'm gonna get to that. So Went, which is one of the football players, said, "I'm going to get my life back on track, get my degree, and keep being a law-abiding citizen." And Reap said, "I'm grateful, and you grow through what you go through." So my first question is, should the woman face charges? Because can't you? Isn't that illegal for false?
Yeah, false something accusations. Don't waste all these taxpayers' money, which is our money, having a freaking trial because you was upset. Because you being a little old.
Yeah, I read more into it, and she was okay. So she went over there. I want to say to visit one of them. I forgot which one, so I'm not gonna say the name. She went over there to hang out with one of them, and ended up sleeping with both of them. Ma'am, that's your fault, ma'am. But how does that happen? Because now I'm looking at her with the side eye. I need to know how that happened.
She got talked into it by the one she liked. And you know when a girl really likes a guy, no, it is when you young and the girl really likes a guy or want a guy to really like her, they would do anything.
Okay, I agree with that, but with another guy, no, because I really like the.
Look at Tiny and Tia.
What? Tell me about it.
You know they be having threesomes, and you know it wasn't her idea. Come on.
No, I was about to say no. I really like this guy, the New Jersey guy, and I considered doing stuff that I never considered before. But thank God I never did it because he's trash. But they always come back. What skate? No. Oh, but he did live in New Jersey. Not that one. But no, the one that just texted me on WhatsApp and I had to block.
Oh, yeah.
They always come back. They always come back. But yeah, he's trash. But yeah, I consider doing things with him that I never considered with anybody else. So I guess, when you really do like somebody, you do stupid stuff. But thank God I never did it. Thank God. But he was fine. He was fine.
Oh my God. But yeah, that she should be facing some sort of something. But yeah, I hope they go back and get their degree. And if they could walk onto a team, even if it's for a year, I think that would be great. This is stupid.
The ones that said he gonna get his degree, he did earn it, but they withheld it because of the charges. So he's going to be able to get it now.
I didn't know you can do that.
Me neither. They be making. I'm telling you, these people make up rules as they go. Cause that wasn't in the handbook. That was not in the handbook. Long as you pass all your classes, you get your degree. That's what I was taught. Okay. Anyway, yes, she need to face some charges, just like that lady with Emmett Till need to face charges, and I don't think she ever did. And she's still alive.
She's still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's still alive. Yeah.
I don't like it, but yeah, I hate that he said she said. And so my thing is, just like with the other story, did they do a rape kit on her, and was it just rough? Because Black people are big, okay? They are in that area
for no reason.
See, I like it more sensual. Yeah, like, why are you so mad? This is supposed to be a good time. Why you got to do this? Why are you so mad? That hurts, sir. Imagine something going in and out of your body like that. But yeah, as I've gotten older, I like the more sensual, go like flowy stuff. You can do it. That's not every time. I need it be sore. And y'all be getting sore too. Cause I remember, not to get into too much detail, But me and this guy he was sore afterwards because he told me he was sore. But yeah, let's get into the highlight of the week. And we have a lot. So our highlight is the NFL trophy winner. So let me just run down everybody. Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott won the NFL's Walter Payton Man of the Year award. Vikings wide receiver Justin Jefferson won Offensive Player of the Year. 49ers defensive end Nick Bosa won Defensive Player of the Year. The Jets, my boys, rookies, swept the trophy. So my wide receiver Garrett Wilson, who I talked about on this podcast before, won Offensive Rookie of the Year. And our cornerback South Gardner won Defensive Rookie of the Year. Okay, so we coming for y'all, okay? We coming. We're in the rebuilding stages.
Oh my
and we gonna be done built in 2 years. Okay. The Giants, Brian Daboll named NFL head coach of the year. The Seahawks cornerback Geno Smith was NFL Combat Player of the Year. And of course,
not combat.
I know. I always say, is that an insult or a good thing? Because they said you sucked last year. Right? That's what that means. That's what that means. I'm just saying.
I forgot it was an award in the band that we used to give, unsung hero or something like that. Was it that? It was an award in a band that was something like that, and I was like, I don't want that award.
Like you don't get the credit you deserve throughout the year, but we seen you, but we only give you praise once a year.
It was something, and I'm like, don't give me that award. Miss me with them.
Of course, Patrick Mahomes won his second NFL MVP. So kudos to all of our winners, and especially my Jets rookies. And yeah, we had a great Valentine's Day episode. We getting a lot of numbers, so continue to watch it and listen to it on audio. I don't know if you guys noticed yet, but there are 2 versions of that episode. So it's the audio version, and then we recorded another version, and that's the visual. So depends on which one you want to listen to. Go listen to it. You think the audio is better than the visual, right? It's more energy. That's what I told Mom.
Yeah, I'm like halfway through the audio now.
Oh, really?
I was listening to it in the car.
It's funny?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Cool. So, yes.
I mean, besides, we hear EJ and his friend in the background for like the first 10 minutes.
But, yeah. So, yeah, it's 2 different versions of the same show. We had a great time. Thanks again to Markina, Dania, and Ashley for celebrating Valentine's Day with us. And yeah, we'll catch y'all later with another episode next week.
Wait, I wanted to mention, and we might talk about this next week more in depth, but I wanted to mention that ex NFL player, I don't think he plays anymore, Adrian Foster, recently went on a podcast, and he got hair now. I never seen him with hair, so I didn't even know that was him. And basically said the NFL is rigged, and he like went in detail how it was rigged. So we're gonna get more into that next week, y'all. So make sure y'all tune in and come back so y'all can hear that, and we can hear y'all thoughts on that. Because many years people have been saying, I know I've heard about basketball being rigged, maybe football. I don't know, but it's going to be exciting, guys. So make sure y'all come back next week.
Not with the slow, raspy voice. All right. We'll see. We'll talk to y'all next week. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, y'all. Thanks for tuning into this week's episode of A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words with yours truly, the Fletcher Twins. Make sure you join us every week and rate, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit up our email at podcast.1000words@gmail.com with any questions or topics you'd like to hear us cover. Also, check us out on IG at the Fletcher Twins and Facebook at A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words.